Good morning! It is early May 2025, a beautiful day, 63 degrees, 9 in the morning. Today we are on a solo adventure. I call these my George Thorogood rides. I ride alone, yeah, with nobody else. And you know, when I ride alone, I prefer to ride by myself. Anyway, there I've sung to you now. Today's grand adventure is we're heading to Powers. I did this a couple of years ago, but I took a different route. I went Bear Camp Road and then came up from the south. Today we're gonna head up the freeway here. Nice thing about an adventure bike is freeways are easy, and I don't mind riding the slab just to get to where I want to be riding at. So we're gonna head up to Glendale, be just under an hour on the freeway, and then we're gonna head west onto Cow Creek Road, and then there's some Forest Service roads that will kick over and follow, I believe, the South Fork of the Umpqua up towards Powers. And then we'll probably just eat lunch there and take Highway 42 back and then jump on the slab and maybe lower Wolf Creek, something like that on the way back. We'll figure it out. So the Forest Service roads, once they turn off to Cow Creek, the Butler maps, which have never steered me wrong before, say that they're paved mountain trails, kind of like Bear Camp Road. An atlas that I use of Oregon shows that they should be paved, but the Garmin Basecamp software says that it's all gravel. So we'll figure it out. I'm good with either. I've got my Garmin InReach here, so I can, if I'm at a cell service, I can chat with my wife or anybody else and send them my location. Also new, I have a 360 camera which I'm trying out. We're slowly building up to our Big Black Hills trip, which we'll be leaving on in September. So today is some light solo adventuring. Oh, look at this. We've got a truck. Got to feed my addiction here. Yeah, baby. It's going to be a good day when you get a honk. A good day. So anyway, that's it. Probably not going to be a lot of videoing, at least while we're on the freeway. So anyway, what a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky again. It's supposed to be like mid-70s here. And we'll keep you updated. More to follow. Woohoo! Alright, well, here we are in Glendale. The actual town's the other side of the river over there. We're just coming through one of the mills. So off the freeway, it was about 45 minutes on the freeway, absolutely nothing exciting. So this is Reuben Spur Road or Reuben Road. Anyway, it's going to turn into Cow Creek Road, and then we'll take some Forest Service roads in. So we are on schedule. we just made the turn off of Cow Creek Road, which, man, every time I ride Cow Creek Road, I think, why don't I ride this more often? The simple fact is it's an hour and a half, or an hour from home. There's a lot of good riding between here and there, but anyway, Cow Creek Road is a great road. It runs between Glendale and Riddle, which is just outside of Canyonville. Anyway, some good riding to get there, and it's a great road. Lots of twisties through the woods. Anyway, we just turned off, so now we're headed on these back roads to Powers, and so far it's paved. Yay! Anyway, a lot of southwestern Oregon is just chock full of these paved logging roads, which are so much fun on a motorcycle, especially an adventure bike, because sometimes there are potholes and stretches of gravel. But cool thing is you can find like a road like that one, a gravel Forest Service road, and just kick off and go explore it. Interesting place to camp. Looks like a nice setup there, not burned out. So anyway, we have made the turn, and so far it's pavement, so this shouldn't take nearly as long as I anticipated, so long as this pavement holds out. Anyway, smooth sailing so far.
Recording.
So it was interesting. We just hit a little fork in the road back there, and I think I made the correct turn, and then it said something about a bicycle route that maybe we're on. GPS shows this one going along the water down there, and the other route going way up high. Yeah, we're definitely on the correct road. Anyway, woo! Never been through here. We're adventuring, yay! So the cool thing about Southwest Oregon is there is a ton of it that is absolutely just nobody in it. I mean, if you look from basically the California border north to, say, Highway 42, which we'll be on later today on the way home, and then between the freeway and the coast, there's huge sections where there's nobody. There's no towns. There's no infrastructure, and it's probably because it's really super steep, rough terrain. But some of it doesn't even have logging roads in it, so it's kind of a cool place to be. Lots of exploring that you can do. It's just kind of a cool little bridge. And if you got the right motorcycle, like an adventure bike, the world is your oyster. Anyway, you're probably bored listening to me talk. So far this road is stunningly beautiful. And until that little fork, it was all paved. There was a couple little patches of gravel. It's getting a little bit narrow now and shady. It's just shady as in the shadow from the trees, not sketchy. Anyway, wonderful road so far. Pretty darn awesome. Well, I made a stop here. This is beautiful, by the way. This little body of water right here. I have no idea what creek it is. Anyway, so this road, I've been on it for 45 minutes or so. It is amazing because it's paved, which helps you keep on the right track, but it's not very well maintained, which is pretty typical. So you see this, somebody actually is taking the time to write things like bump on the road, and this one they actually gave you, I mean, a good 30 feet, a lot of them so far around potholes, they'll say slow or caution, like literally right at the place where you need to be cautious or slow for. Um, they don't really give you enough warning, but at least the attempt is there. So parts of this road are interesting, but it is incredibly beautiful. Like, look at this. This is just amazing. So anyway, it's 11 o'clock. We should be a little more than halfway between Cow Creek and Powers. GPS says we're headed south, so we should be making a turn to the west, and then it should be just straight north up there. So anyway, like any of you care. Like any of you are probably watching. I don't care. This is an amazing ride.
Recording.
Well, about 5 miles back, there was a little tiny sign hidden in the ferns that said, "Road closed due to storm damage 5 miles up." Looks like it's open, but it certainly appears that there has been some storm damage here. So this road, I was starting to slip off there. This road has been awesome, but you have to give it your attention. And it sucks. I mean, I've really started to slow down because it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. And the smells are just amazing. You really have to experience it, but then the road gets to be fun, and then you start looking at the scenery while you're enjoying the road, and all of a sudden you're scraping your skid plate on some potholes, and so you can enjoy the scenery and slow down, or you can go a little bit faster, you know, like maybe third gear, woohoo, and enjoy some good twisty roads. But I'm learning I have to be careful trying to do both at the same time. So it's slow down and enjoy the scenery, or kick it up to, like, well, we're doing 30 now, so maybe 35 or 40, and really focus on the road. So far, this is amazing. This is absolutely worth the trip. According to the GPS here, got the GPS. Never need a map again. We should be just in about making the big turn northbound, and then the road should start getting a little more developed, I guess. And all this time since I turned off on Cow Creek, I saw one camper on the side of the road, some people camping. I had one truck go past me. And that's it. So I've literally in the last hour or so seen one vehicle moving. Oh my goodness! Hold the phone. Oh, stunningly beautiful out here. And I am literally the only one out here. I can pretty much promise you that. Oh. Oh. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I mean, you must be seeing because I'm working the camera and... Oh. Oh my goodness. I love Oregon. The politics are stupid, but this is what keeps people living here, right here. For all you conservatives that moved away, come back, help us fix it. Help us fix it.
Recording.
Well, you know you're going the right way when you finally find some road signs. Powers, 19. In this neck of the woods, kind of all roads lead to Powers, from what I've been learning. Anyway, it is a little town in the middle of nowhere. What an amazing freaking road! Woohoo! We've gone maybe a mile since the waterfall, so, and we are making the turn north. So, good trip thus far.
Recording.
Well, we just hit the main road to Powers, so this road goes between Powers and Agnes, and I think it's the official name is like the Rogue Coquille Scenic Road, something like that. We're about 14 miles outside of Powers now, and I've done this section of road before because it was one time I rode Bear Camp Road, and then where that turned off on this road, I made this turn. That one had about 15 miles of gravel. It was easy gravel. It was fine. And Bear Camp Road is fun. This road is magnificent, this one that I just did. And maybe it's because I've done Bear Camp Road so many times. This one, I think it was longer than Bear Camp. Definitely new scenery. Awesome. Good times. So, early in the year, there's still some rock fall. Man, I love this. I love this country. Yay. Yay! We made it. Here it is on the GPS. Here it is in real life. The metropolis of Powers. Pretty freaking awesome. We're gonna grab some gas, maybe a burger. We can find a place for gas and burger, and then we'll head out. And we made it. Yay!
Recording.
Well, I just had lunch at the Powers Tavern and Cafe, which looks like a dive bar because I think technically it is a dive bar. But the burger was awesome, the fries were good, and the beer was cold. So what more can you ask for? Let's see here. I got 126 miles in this tank. I think I got 60 miles if I want to make it to Winston, which is going to be way. I couldn't find the gas station here in Powers. I know there is one. But I couldn't find it. And I'm not going to look too hard. So I'm just going to take Powers Road here out to Highway 42 and then hook east to Winston and then probably head down the freeway to Canyonville and probably do Highway 227 home. But anyway, so far the road was freaking amazing. The little dive bar, the Powers Tavern and Cafe. Food was great. Definitely local atmosphere, but the food was good. Cash only, but they have an ATM, so we're good there. So anyway, heading out to Highway 42. Should just be normal roads, nothing too crazy. Although Highway 42 and this road I've done before, and they're a lot of fun. So anyway, try to keep you updated a little bit, but all the new stuff is over at this point. Woo, little bird. Catch you cats later. More to follow. Well, I couldn't find the gas station in Powers, and I'm sure I've driven past a couple little ones that I haven't seen in some of these little villages. But my low fuel light just came on. It says I have an estimated 50 miles remaining, but I know there's a gas station in Winston, and that's according to Garmin. Got the GPS. Never need a map again. That's like 16 miles up the road. So I should have right around a gallon of gas remaining, maybe a little less when I get there. I have like a 6-gallon tank on this thing. Gonna be good. I always forget how awesome Highway 42 is, but like all the fun roads, this one's a fairly good highway, and there's traffic on it, so you get into the corners and there's cars. Anyway, great trip so far. A little bit overcast right now, but it's fine. It's 70 degrees. Woohoo! I know. Well, now it's estimated 30 miles remaining on the tank, and 15 miles to go. I'm sure that will actually be flashing when I get to the gas station. But anyway, I didn't bring any extra gas with me this trip. I didn't think I'd need it. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's all good. So I'll keep you all updated. Found a gas station right as my low fuel lights started to flash. Look at that, non-ethanol. Well, I guess we know what I'm getting. 191 miles on this tank. Nice.
Recording.
5.2 gallons of gas in a 6-gallon tank. That was a little bit crazy. But we made it. Yay. 191 miles in that tank, average speed 52, 38 miles per gallon. Nice. Reset trip. Whoop. Look, it's like it never happened. Well, I'm going to pee and get an energy drink, and then we'll be on the road again.
Recording.
I feel refreshed. That was actually a pretty nice little market there. So we're back on the road. I had me a whatchamacallit and a strawberry kiwi Red Bull. It was quite delicious. So looking at so far today, 189.1 miles on the Garmin. It's awesome. So I think what I'm gonna do from here, this is the plan. I'm gonna take back roads to the freeway and then head down to Canyonville and then probably take 227 on home. I mean, I could stay on the freeway the whole way, but I mean 227 is an awesome chunk of pavement. So it's 2 o'clock, 10 after 2 right now. Here we are in Winston, 76 degrees. Nothing to do at home except sit there and drink beer, which I'm gonna do, and I might actually sip some whiskey and smoke a cigar when I get home. Anyway, what a great day so far. Oh, dang it! Maybe next time I'll skip the dive bar and just eat there for lunch. Have to leave earlier, which would be fine. Anyway, got me monologuing, you sly dog. More to follow. Don't turn around, oh uh-oh. Your KTM's in town, oh uh-oh. Don't turn around, oh uh-oh. Your KTM's in town, oh uh-oh. Hey, we're on 227, which is fun so far. Nice. Anyway, moseying along, making a day of it. Pickup was awfully nice to get out of our way right as I started singing. Hey, I just thought of something that I may not have brought up on this trip today, but I'm riding my motorcycle. This brings me so much joy, and it's twisties, and I'm really sorry my buddies couldn't come with me, but if you can't come with me, I will ride by myself. This is freaking awesome. Woohoo! I love it. Or in the words of Dumb and Dumber, I like it a lot. Twisties! Well, here we are wrapping up today. We left a little after 9. It's almost 4 o'clock straight up. Nice, awesome day of riding. It's 82 degrees. I had to stop and take my long sleeve t-shirt off and open up a vent or two, but I'm comfy yet again. Looks like total mileage for today, garage to here, which is like a mile from home, is 282 miles, so like 283 something total. Holy cow, what an awesome day. So I think when I do this trip again, and I will, I'm going to top off in Grants Pass on the way up. And then that will, oh, battery levels will all fix that. Anyway, topping off in Grants Pass will give me plenty of miles to get to Winston without my low fuel light starting to blink on me. And then I can gas up in Winston, and then there's that brewery right there. Won't have to eat in that sketch tavern. It was good. It was a little sketch, but anyway, awesome trip. Hope you guys enjoy watching, and thanks for hanging out with me. We'll catch you cats later.